Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, you beautiful people? It's 2:40 a.m. and I'm on my way to the gym right now. Yesterday I woke up Monday morning. Wasn't quite sure how I felt. And I knew that I was committed to the weekend to not doing any work, at least on Sunday. I'd said no. I had gotten some emails, some other stuff like that, but I was committed to it. And the funny thing about that was I woke up Monday morning and I had every intentions on going into the gym and running. What I didn't have any intentions on was going into the gym and running 5 miles. I had no intentions on doing that. And what I'm going to say just kind of goes to show you it's not always what you set out to do, but what you can do that brings about the most of your day. So I hit this 5 miles running. Then I get off. I go do some dips, do some pull-ups, triple set. So I go dip, pull up, some curls, and I'm feeling good. My day is getting off good. And then, first part of the day, I typically do some journaling. 5-10 minutes meditation, journaling, sending my wife a message, sending a group message to my family, and then I'm ready to get the day started. So you kind of see the trail of things. I take care of me. Right now, going to the gym, take care of me. Meditation, take care of me. Talking to my wife, taking care of me. Doing all the things that I'm supposed to do before I start trying to take care of everybody else. And I was feeling really good. And then next thing I know, the day was really on top of me. And what I mean by the day was really on top of me, my phone was ringing off the hook. There was emails coming in. There was instant messages coming in. There were all these things coming in. And at the same time, I'm training someone to handle the admin side of my business. So I'm not only taking care of my own business, but I'm also taking care of training someone to handle the admin side of my business. And then all these snowball of emails and these deals and these offers and all the things that make my business circulate are coming in. And next thing you know, what I planned no longer was important. Now everybody else had an agenda for me. Well, you might be thinking, well, what does that mean? Everybody else had an agenda for me. Well, when you get off your game plan to start answering emails and it's not that time to answer emails, they now have interjected their opinion and what they feel you should be doing into your day. See, because when I typically have a game plan, I don't go getting involved in emails like right now in the morning. I didn't wake up and start checking Facebook. I didn't wake up and start checking my emails. I didn't wake up and look and see if anybody had messaged me, because those are all types of ways that can get you off track and get you out of line of what it is that you're setting out to do and get you out of being your best possible you. See, here's the deal. Here's the bottom line. You have everything that you need inside of you. You have this internal Google map that tells you where you need to go. Why would you ever let anything outside of you get inside of you? Yeah, emails need to be answered in the time that they need to be answered. Yes, messages need to be answered in the time they need to be answered. Yes, my business is generated around social media. So yes, social media needs to be answered to. But are these the things that are ultimately going to run my business long term? Or are these simply things that I need to do every single day? I say there are things I need to do every single day. So why would I let them put me in a position to move me out? I mean, I was setting appointments at 7 o'clock at night. I was doing a lot of things that were really out of character for me and wasn't beneficial to how I run my business. It wasn't beneficial to how I could get the most out of me. It wasn't beneficial to making sure that I could be the best possible me. What it did was it made somebody else feel good because ultimately I got on their plan. Ultimately, I got on their schedule. And then throughout the day, certain things started happening. Certain things started falling apart. Certain things that I thought were in line, that were already taken care of, were no longer in line or being taken care of. And I'm saying all this to say is that when you don't control the day will control you. And then I hadn't eaten. I hadn't taken in any food. I wasn't consuming the right amount of water. So now that starts to play a part in how I'm feeling and what's going on. Because believe it or not, those things are they're all tied together. And you get beside yourself. And you stop forgetting to do these things. You have to exercise enough discipline to keep the things that are outside of you until it's time to bring them in. There's two levels to this. There's a short game and then there's a long game. Never let anything get in the way of what your long-term goals are. I know immediate gratification. It looks good. It feels good. It seems like it's the thing that's going to get you where you need to go. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be as gratifying as, say, somebody who is focused on something that is going to be a little bit more long-term. Somebody that's going to be a little bit more beneficial in 5 or 10 years from now versus, hey, I need to answer this email right now. Answering this email right now takes away from working on that 5-year plan that's going to get you in a position that you want to be in for the long term. And I'm guilty of it. I am absolutely 100% guilty of it. But that's where discipline kicks in. You know, so all I woke up this morning is thinking, I just want to journal. Right? Crazy. After that kind of day, and literally some deals were falling apart. This wasn't going right. My energy level wasn't off. I'm driving around at 6, 7 o'clock at night going to appointments. And I'm not saying you shouldn't grind like that, but I'm saying if you're smart, you don't have to grind like that. When you place a value on yourself, you ain't got to grind like that because your clients will wait to deal with you. If they see the value in you, you don't have to go acting like that. You can just hang back and you can do your job from the comfort of an hours of operation that makes sense so that you could be at home with your family. My hours of operation are 10 to 5. That's my hours of operation. If I'm up at 1:40, I'm out the door by 2:30, I'm out the gym by 5 o'clock, I'm meditating, I'm already into my personal growth from 4 o'clock or from 2:30 all the way up till 6:30. And from 6:30, once I get done with my personal growth and I'm already into taking care of some details or taking care of some marketing or some stuff that I know will help jumpstart a day, maybe text messaging a client, maybe emailing a client just to say hello, maybe some pleasantries. Why isn't that 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock? Why isn't that enough time? I've already taken care of 90% more than what most people do before the sun even came up. Because that's what happens when you let the day take control of you and you don't take control of the day. You win the day in the morning. You win the day in the morning. And I let it get on top of me. I let it get on top of me. And you have to be mindful of that. Because, see, I am the exception because I am highly disciplined. So if the day gets on top of me, that might happen once or twice out of a week, maybe. I remember times when it used to happen to me every day. No discipline. I'd start off the morning with a donut, follow it up with some Facebook, guzzle down some negative emails, and then rush right into text messages, and I haven't even taken care of myself yet. Oh, wait, that is a nightmare. Because inside of the Facebook is everybody's problem. Inside of the email is everybody's problem. Inside of the message is everybody's problem. Because nobody's calling you to say what a good job you did. Nobody's messaging you to say what a good job you did. People are typically reaching out to you to tell you a problem. Doesn't mean the problem doesn't need to be resolved, but how am I going to resolve it if I'm not even at the best possible me? That's like taking somebody who is very talented and they have a cold. They have a head cold, they have a chest cold, they have a cold, and then asking them to resolve a situation. No, they are not physically fit or physically in condition to handle that same situation the same way as if they were completely healthy and without any illness. So you go taking your mind through this mental marathon for 30 or 45 minutes every morning, and you haven't even had your morning coffee, let alone have you exercised or taken a chance to write out your vision. Or just taking time to give thanks and gratitude. Right? You've done absolutely nothing for yourself, and then you wonder why the day gets on top of you. I am truly an exception to that. So when it happens to me, I get it. If it happens to me and I'm highly disciplined, I feel bad for the person who exercises no discipline, what the day might do to them. I was answering phone. My insurance company. I'm taking care of this life insurance, and he says they're getting ready to do the physical. They're going to call you from a 1-800 number or some other number. You need to answer it. Why? I don't typically answer 1-800 numbers or unknown numbers. I find myself answering every single phone call that came my way. Hey, do you want to buy this? Can we sell you this? Some guy who kept asking about a property was calling from an unknown blocked number. I say, hey man, can you please unblock your number? Instead of simply saying, if it's a doctor's office, leave a voicemail. All right. It happens. So when I'm in control of the day and the deal falls apart, it doesn't bother me. But when I'm not in control of the day and I've allowed all these other external forces come at me and a deal falls apart, it seems like a huge situation. Because you're already inside that emotional roller coaster. So all I kept thinking this morning was, I just really want to journal. You know, it's kind of a weird thought. I just want to journal. I just want to write down some thoughts and some ideas. I just want to journal. I just want to write. I just want to release what's in my mind. I just want to get it out on paper. I just want to visualize it. And then I just want to go into action on my long-term plans. Because I'm so thankful for the day when I stopped thinking so short-term and I started thinking 5, 10 years, 15 years, generations, legacies. Things that would surpass me after I'm long gone. You can't get there without having some discipline. And as long as you let the day get on top of you, you will forever be a slave to your day. And you'll be a slave to everything that comes your way until you start taking control of the day. And the way you win the day is you do it in the morning. What you do in the morning will dictate how your day goes. If you fail to control your morning, your mind, your body, your spirit, you will fail throughout the rest of the day. There's no two ways about it.